Wow, that was intense. But I don't think my heart can take watching them in another game push for the winner that late into regulation. Yeah, you get nervous sniping merchandise off of eBay with more time left in the auction than that was left in that game. Oh my god. That's literally all I tweeted when that goal went in. Oops, nope, I'm forgetting something here. Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators defeat the New York Islanders Thursday night inside UBS Arena by a final score of 4-3. Other nights, in another universe, maybe the New York Islanders finally get their first home win in this new arena, but not against this team, not tonight, because seasons past, you would expect the Preds to just pack it up and play for the next game when they allowed a team like the Islanders did tonight of taking that lead in the third period. When was the last time you remember the Preds pushing like this and getting nearly a walk-off regulation victory? Something about these younger kids in gold is special right now, and the older players are feeding off of it. By the way, not the latest into regulation that a Preds game-winning goal has been scored. I will get to that in the summary. Dave Rittich makes his second consecutive start of the season as UC Saros is still out with that unknown illness that Matthias Ekholm is able to be back in this game for, but the Preds are hopeful that he will make his return tomorrow night in New Jersey. The last time somebody not named Pekka Rinne or UC Saros started in consecutive games for the Preds, you have to go back all the way to the 2015-2016 season when Carter Hutton did it for the Preds. The Isles, who have also had COVID problems of their own, just like the Senators, with that Preds game still to be made up, have not won a home game since moving into their new digs, the UBS Arena. Preds and Islanders trade chances, but eventually it's the Islanders who open the scoring as Wallstrom gets into the Preds zone, gets it over to Zarnik, who beats Dave Rittich 1-0 Islanders. Just under 7 minutes into the first period, Yakov Trenin with a clean hit on, oh my god, is that Zdeno Chara's music? If you all remember, after a hit by Yakov Trenin on Zdeno Chara in John Hines' first ever coached Preds game, the two of them fought and Yakov Trenin made Chara's knees buckle. And though Zdeno was able to get Yakov Trenin's jersey over his head, it was a pretty fair fight. And even though these teams won't face each other again this regular season, I'm ready for round 3 right now. And because it was a clean hit, but Chara didn't like it and started the fight, Chara would get the instigator penalty, but the Preds were unable to score on the power play. Fast forward to just about 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Luke Cunnin in the Islanders zone steals the puck away from Islanders defenseman Aho, and he dishes the puck over to Ryan Johansson, who picks up the puck on a stick, says thank you, and deposits it in the net behind Varlamov 1-1. The Preds keep coming though, as just over a minute left to go in the first. Nick Cousins gets the puck back to the blue line to Matt Benny, who takes a shot on net. Oopsie daisy, tips off of Tanner Janot over to Colton Sissons, who taps it home, pass for Varlamov, giving the Preds a 2-1 lead heading into the first intermission. Early in the second, the two goal-scoring leaders for the Preds roster right now, Forsberg and Duchesne, have a 2-on-1, but cannot convert to extend the Preds lead. Soon after, Yakov Trenin, after being a hero like to Preds Nation in the first, would take an interference call, and right afterwards on the power play, Anders Lee is standing in front of Dave Rittich as Alexander Kyrie tries to time up. The puck comes to Lee and he backhand whacks away and gets it past Rittich, tying this game at 2. Just over 3 minutes into the second frame, just like he did in Detroit, Roman Josi tries to do it all himself, and he almost does as he drives in from the blue line with the puck on his stick, but can't get the puck past Varlamov. Islanders would then proceed to get their own chances and a lot of them, but Rittich keeps them all out. Then the Preds big guns are on the ice trying to get that go-ahead goal as Josi and Granlund, then to Duchesne, but Duchesne's stick is tied up. Another period in 3 consecutive games now, as the Preds would go on to do this as well after the game was over, of outshooting their opponent. Keep this up. Get the majority of the shots, and in the majority of the games, you will win them. And this game is still tied at 2 after 2. Preds have some solid looks on one side in the third period, and the Islanders crank up the pressure and get some great chances at the other side on Rittich, but this game remains tied at 2. Then about 5 minutes into that final frame, through a screen of Trennan and Benning, Dobson is able to score on Rittich from distance 3-2 Isles. Minutes later, the Preds have some chances and work their magic with Josi and Matt Duchesne, but they can't get the tying goal. About halfway through the third period, Fabro takes a shot from the blue line, and Cunnin and Tolvanen are there in front whacking away, but Varlamov says, "No soup for you." But the Preds would still be heard from in this game. Under 8 minutes left to go in regulation, play comes out of the Preds zone into the neutral zone, and Tanner Jeannot has it to Varlamov's left, and he's backhand driving the puck, takes a shot on net. Jeannot follows through, takes him behind the net, but guess where the puck is? It's right in front, and guess who's there? Yakov Trennan bangs it home, 3-3! Oh, but the Preds aren't done there. They want these 2 points. They can feel these 2 points. Under 5 minutes left to go in regulation, Fabro has a great chance, but he rings one off of the post. After it appeared that Rittich may have gotten away with playing the puck illegally in the trapezoid. Yeah, sorry Islanders fans. That didn't get the call on there, but yeah, you win some, you lose some. After that, Clutterbuck did have a great chance to get the Islanders to lead back, but Rittich makes a save to keep this game tied at 3. But not for long. Just when you thought this game might end after 60 minutes, 3-3, and the Preds may have to make hay in overtime or the shootout, Captain Roman Josi says, "Boys, I got this again." He takes the pass from Ryan Johansson, takes a shot on net, and it's Mr. Tipmaster, Mr. Tippin, Ellie Tolvanen, who gets his stick on the puck, pass for Varlamov, and with 11.5 seconds left to go in regulation, the Preds lead the Islanders once again, 4-3. And there's nothing the Isles can do to pull this one out, and the Preds win by that final score. Now, before I summarize this game, I know what some of you Preds fans may be thinking. Longtime Preds fans or recent Preds fans? Johnny, that's not the latest into regulation Preds game-winning goal ever scored? No, it is not, in fact. We're actually coming upon the 10th anniversary to the day of when, on December 22nd, 2011, in a game where Jeff Carter got a hat trick for the Columbus Blue Jackets in the first, and former Blue Jacket Ryan Johansson would score 2 goals with 9 seconds left to go in regulation. The player who preceded directly before Philip Forsberg, Martin Erat, scored the game-winning goal with 9 seconds left to go in regulation in the third period. As for this game, props to the Preds not quitting when other seasons they very well could have, when the Islanders took that 3-2 lead in the third period. Without their #1 goalie in the net, they persevered and they got the job done. This team has now won 3 in a row, 4 of 5, 5 of 7, and 6 of their last 9. They'll have to get right back at it again tomorrow against New Jersey. And don't take that team for granted just because they're lower in the standings in the Eastern Conference compared to where you are in the West, and the fact that you're probably going to have your #1 goalie back in the lineup. Subban is going to have that team fired up to play his former team. He'll want revenge for the Friday after Thanksgiving game. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click a like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really love them walk-off wins. To find my social media, click the channel name. Tell all your friends about Predemption. And remember, Preds Nation, let this be a reminder. A Preds game is never truly over until it's over.